Smriti, can you please share the thoughts that disturb you while you are meditating?
There are two thoughts which disturb me a lot.
Yeah.
And I've been struggling for a long time about it. 10 years back, I shifted to Canada. And I feel I never wanted to shift. And what I've realized when I contemplated here yesterday, it's not Canada which was troubling me. I think it was control of my husband which troubled me throughout in these 10 years. Which I always thought Canada was troubling me, the weather was troubling me. And every year I used to run away during the winter time and coming back to India, coming back to India, coming back to India. And every time, whenever I used to go back from India, I was never happy.
In India, you were happy?
Yeah, but I used to, I've been living with someone or the other which used to trouble me. I wanted to have my own space. And all of my anger was on my husband. That why did we go to Canada? Why did we go to Canada? This is one of the thoughts which I have not overcome till today. And this really, really disturbs me a lot. And especially during the winter time when I leave him and I come back to my country.
When it disturbs you while you are meditating, suppose you are doing this very simple exercise, this moment, mindful moment, and then once again this movie consisting of your feelings, visuals, your husband, you're talking to me, talking to him, he's replying to you, those dialogues happen in the movie. In that moment, would you call it a dream or reality?
It's a dream.
Relevant in the moment?
No.
Useful?
No.
What is useful then?
To live happily wherever I am.
What is your best possibility, Smriti?
To forgive him. To forgive and move forward in life. And I feel stuck.
And you want to come out of it now?
I want to come out of it now. It's been long.
Remaining lost in the thoughts, does it ever give you peace or happiness?
It doesn't give me peace. It takes away my happiness.
Are you out of them, these thoughts?
No, they remain with me.
They come back.
They come back.
Do you sometimes get glimpses when these thoughts don't come, when you are not lost in them? Does that also happens in between, maybe for a few seconds?
I didn't understand.
When you are doing, say, an exercise like this moment, I equals C moment, do you get periods, short periods of time where these thoughts are not there? It's not that they are continuously coming. The breaks must be there.
Yeah, it does come.
It does come.
It does come.
That only proves that the possibility of detachment from the thoughts is there, although they are coming back. But the breaks are proving that you will very well be, you will not die if the thoughts don't come to you. You will still be, you will still be alive.
I'll still be alive.
Let's go to the roots, the likes and dislikes. I would have liked if we had not gone to Canada.
The life would have been more comfortable.
This is what you believe.
Yes. We wouldn't have struggled so much. My children would have had the roots which I never wanted them to lose. So all blaming.
So what is this dislike doing to you?
Disturbing me number of times.
Perhaps most of the times.
Yeah, whenever I'm there. But whenever I'm here, if I'm with myself, I'm at peace. I forget everything. It's momentary.
It's momentary. What about your children? How do they feel living in Canada versus India?
My son feels very happy. He's very happy, he's well settled. My daughter, I think she's compromised. But I think she's evolved a lot.
Smriti, our experience, we know so many families in the US, their children, and so many families in India and their children. Over there, they are more civil, more cultured, more disciplined. This is a misconception in the minds of many Indians living abroad that children in India are better brought up, are better bred, are better off in several things. This is wrong. We are still imbibing the Western culture, and all that is wrong and bad in the Western culture, this is what our children are imbibing. What is so beautiful in their culture, they are least bothered about.
I understand what you are saying, and this is what I also agree to it, but I'm not able to take in inside.
I understand.
I'm not able to take in inside. I know I have seen my son evolving. I've seen my son growing. I think he's one of the best child I'll have.
You ought to be grateful, dear, for Canada.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Recently, I'm telling you, yesterday only I've realized it's not Canada.
Yes.
It's the anger against my husband that he controlled me. This is what throughout the night I contemplated, and it has taken me 10 years to understand this, that it's not Canada. It is the control,
right,
which has troubled me throughout my life. The control of my husband over his decisions, and I couldn't stand up to say no.
So now let's shift it. It's not Canada. The liking is my husband should have listened to me.
Yeah.
Disliking is that he is controlling.
Yes.
What other feelings do you see arising in your mind when you have this dislike?
All the feelings have gone since yesterday night.
Love you so much, dear.
Because
so
it's something like this now. It's a realization that stop blaming. It's nothing to Canada. Your children are doing so well.
Yeah.
And forgive him. Forgive him. That he's been controlling. Forgive him. He leaves you for 3 months every year. He says, do whatever you want. You want to go. You want to settle down, settle down. It's me till today that I'm not able to stand up and decide what do I want. I think last night it has given me a lot of awareness.
Can we talk about the intent of your husband when he made this decision?
Very aggressive.
Very aggressive, but he wanted good for you, good for the children. This is why.
No, I still not agree with this.
Okay.
He was running away. From his own self. He was not agreeing to his own. He was not doing well, or whatever it was. He was running away from, and he just imposed himself on me. He didn't understand that moment. I told him not to run. And I think that's the anger I'm carrying.
Smriti, when we agree to somebody else's decision, are we also not complicit? Are we also not a part of the decision?
That's true, but the problems throughout my life has been that I cannot stand up and say no.
Why couldn't you stand up and say no?
I'm always fearful.
Because of losing this, losing that.
No, because as a child, I had always seen fights at my house. And I had always seen my mother, controlling my father, and my father giving up. And that's what I've realized yesterday night.
Right.
It was the anger, it was the control feeling which I had seen as a child in my parents, that when I saw it whenever I see in my husband, I get offended, I get angry, I lose my cool. And I never stand up because I always fear, it will create fight.
I understand. So, avoiding the fight is our motive.
Yeah, I always thought so.
Yeah, which is a good motive, but it is still a motive. That you agreed to what he wanted because you wanted to avoid a fight. So you, whatever it was, you were one with him in the decision, whatever the reason was.
When you say this, you were one with him, it doesn't sink inside me.
I understand. That's okay. You disagreed and yet you followed.
Yes, I disagreed, yet I followed. That sinks with me.
Okay. People should not be overbearing. Is it true?
What do you mean by that?
People should not impose their views upon others. Husbands should not be controlling. Is that reality?
Yes, for me.
Is that reality in life?
No.
What is the reality?
They both should give space to each other.
Yeah, but they are like they are.
Yeah.
Can you look at the mind of your husband? You understand that you have three bodies. One is the physical body that you see with your eyes, you can touch. Then there is the other, which is called the subtle body, the mind.
Yeah.
Which you cannot see, but which is very much there in all of us. And this mind consists of three qualities. Imagine a pot in which the color of the sky is brown. Imagine a pot in which the color of the sky, what you're seeing, you're not seeing anything, it is just brown color that you're seeing. Now, that is the mind of a tamasic individual. The pot is the body, the mind is colorful with lethargy. It's not him who has created it. Nature has created him. God has created him like that. And he is compulsively following that brown color, that lethargic pattern. Even he is not at fault. He does not know what he is doing. He is so lost in his thoughts. That brown color should not be there in the minds. Is it ever possible?
Yes, if he works on himself.
Is he ready to?
Yeah, now he's
ready to. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Now he's ready to.
Now he will change then. But up until this day, perhaps he was not ready to. He was also suffering because of his thoughts. He was also running here, running there, running away from this, running away from that. We need to understand him.
Yeah, we need to understand. I need to understand and forgive him.
Yes, dear.
I need to forgive him.
Yeah. That there should not be lethargy in the minds of tamas should not be there is the desire of all of us sitting here. That is the trap. That is the trap of nature. That is how the nature keeps you in chains. Good people are also living in chains, are also suffering. They don't want any bad for anybody. They want to be compassionate. They want to help, and yet they suffer. Because this particular chain they are unable to let go of. Acceptance of tamas in the minds of people is very much a reality. You accept it, you are peaceful. You don't accept it, you don't change anything, and you are restless also, you suffer also. And you have suffered enough now. What is your best possibility? Once again, let me hear, Smriti.
To be peaceful, to be happy.
When will it
joyful.
happen?
Right now.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Right now.
Yeah.
I think it's enough now. It's right now.
Right. Yeah. Right. How do you feel towards your husband when you say that?
I just want to forgive him now. Just forgive him. I think I have holded a lot. I want to forgive, and given a chance, maybe it's Sattva, again going and interfering in his business and telling him to come for this retreat. I don't know whether he will come or not, but definitely this is my deep again. Though after understanding so much, I would say again I'm trapped. My desire is that he should work on himself.
One needs to be creative in such cases. If you straight away tell him and he will reject it. What do you know?
Because he's so much in tamas right now. Because I've seen he's so much in tamas. That he's not going. He says, but again he gets trapped. He says he.
You know about Kathy, I was telling you that she was obsessive about it that Dave should meditate, and Dave never listened to her. So we did this inquiry, and after that, for about 6 months, almost once to twice every week, we used to do inquiry on Skype. Then she dropped it completely, and after that, Dave started sitting with her, meditating. He changed when he saw that she was not controlling anymore. She was accepting him the way he was. Then the change took place. Merely saying is not sufficient. You have to live. Just be compassionate. Just be loving to everybody, and especially him. He needs it.
Yeah, I understand now.
How would you feel if you have forgiven him completely?
No issues.
No issues?
No issues. He's a very gem of a man. No issues.
This is it, yes. He's a gem of a man. It is just that he was a little controlling.
No issues.
Yeah. And the
Otherwise,
life...
I have no issues. Actually, I have no issues.
So beautiful. So beautiful. So, the life starts again.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good beginning for
It's
me.
a good beginning. Yes. Today can be your birthday.
Yeah, I would say that. It's a good beginning that I at least realized it.
Oh, nice.
That Canada there is nothing wrong with Canada.
With Canada, yes.
It's only the
No, ask
country of
any
which-
Indian, if you want to live in Canada, they will say, okay, swap places. You come here, we will go there.
I know. That's what I've seen, experienced it. And the first one, please take it, I'm going. But no, I've realized it.
So nice. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Love you so much. Thank you. Always be happy.